Recording this video after close trade Wednesday 18th of April 2012. Hope you had a good day's trading today. Okay, so we didn't get through 1390 today. We ended up with an inside day here. High volume churn bar today, so about 1.5 million contracts traded, relatively small range, about 8 points, and that's given this high volume churn bar here. So professionals kind of figuring out which way the market's going to break. We don't know until really we kind of break yesterday's highs and lows. So above 1390 we'll go for a continuation of the run up, or but if we break 1370 or so on the downside, we've kind of lost it here and we're kind of going the other way. So kind of just wait and see. A few things kind of lining up, starting to lose a little bit in terms of confidence here, but above 90, breaking above 90 is the absolute key. Just as a point here, this is better volume on this chart, so high volume churn bars on better volume below the price bars are marked in green, but then on the price bars themselves I marked them as blue, like the Pro-Am bars as professional bars, and really incredibly confusing, but just historically, that's what I coloured my bars, when I was doing better volume. So apologies if that's kind of confusing, but that's the whole point. High volume churn bar today. So just going down to these charts on the daily chart here. We've got some kind of pullback level, professional accumulation down there at the bottom on the 45-minute chart. So today's activity, that 1390 level, we just couldn't get through. I was saying it was kind of unusual that we didn't have a bullish divergence kind of signal here. Got a little bit of time to run on the clock here in order to put that support level in. So we could go for a little bit of a push down, test these lows down into 60, put in that bullish divergence pattern, and then the rally kind of starts from there. So that's a potential option. On the 135-minute chart, that resistance levels now kind of come in, and again on this chart I've said that we've not seen exhaustion selling on the downside to catch this thing. We've got this resistance level to support level to kind of play out. So we'll see, because we didn't just go straight through it. 1390 is kind of absolutely key. In terms of oscillators, so now we're getting a little bit more overbought. 54 on better trend. That bearish divergence is still there, so we could be rolling over. In terms of the average trade size, again, over the last couple of days, with just yesterday's activity, quite a lot of high average trade size coming, and you can see these at these kind of topping out areas. And did we just kind of test back to close that gap, give the professionals an opportunity to kind of get short again, and then we go, we break through 55 and we're away to the downside. Just as an example on that, so this is using the better indicators. This is on the Dow index. It looks slightly different on the S&P, the Dow, the Nasdaq, the Russell, and so on. I look at it on each of them. This one's kind of a little pretty in terms of picture. It kind of, I think, starts to describe for me what this topping out pattern looks like. So pull back to end of trend exhaustion buying here. We test up again, second cyclical turn after end of trend with a bearish divergence pattern here, and then we catch here Rambo patterns into a blue professional bar at support. We catch at that point, and then we've just gone for a test up. So yesterday's was amateur up bar, and we've just kind of come back down, and it's given us a flush signal. So we've had exhaustion buying, the first bearish divergence signal, and flushing out buyers at this point. So that's not particularly good. That's kind of just rolling over. So I think we've got some fireworks coming. So let's wait and see which way it kind of breaks. In terms of the higher time frame tick chart bar charts, 40,500 tick bar chart, we've made this exhaustion selling bullish divergence, blue professional bars here. This is why 78 was absolutely key here. That was the low of this series of blue professional bars. So if the professionals were acquiring at that point, expecting a breakout above 1390, when we come back in, if we came back in to test, that 78 level is key. It has to hold. So we had, on those lows, blue professional bars kind of come in, blue professional bars here, got a little bit of time to run before that support level kind of comes in. So let's wait and see. It's given them the benefit of the doubt. Still got a little bit of time to run on that pullback to end of trend on the daily chart. That's why that 78 level was key. And then with today's activity, so yesterday we topped out with end of trend. We kind of overshot it because trend day kind of keep on going up past overshooting that level, nothing going on up here. And then on the downside here, so now we've had exhaustion selling on the downside, bullish divergence kind of comes in, and it was just a low range kind of go nowhere day. So the highs and lows are better sine wave on the 45-minute 4,500 tip bar chart is really helpful in terms of knocking out those highs and lows. And you can see at the end of today, a lot of blue professional bars here. We kind of just temporarily sank below that support level. So I think overnight it's going to be key. If we start to accelerate on the downside, just kind of watch out. In terms of day trading, I had a good day actually. Ended up 5.5 points after 4 trades. This first trade of the day just wouldn't go. I was looking for 4+ points. I was actually stretching my target out. Did that twice. I was long at 18.25. Which was down here on this kind of test move here, and we kind of started to break away into pullback to end of trend, and then I thought we might get lucky and kind of keep on going through there. We never did. Kind of exited. I'm not sure where I exited, but we came and made flush patterns here, just went the other way. So I took 2 bites at this long trade in here and out here for 2 and 2, and then the next time kind of long at 83, got out at 83.5 for another half point, kind of in this range. Was just looking for that breakout to kind of keep going and getting us through this 90 level, but it didn't want to go. The reason I'm pulling up this chart, I just want to show how even on a low range day like today, the exhaustion signals and bullish and bearish divergence signals are really useful on the 1500 tip bar chart for changes in trend. So we sell off overnight into pullback to end of trend. We have an exhaustion selling signal down here and first bullish divergence. So when you see the bullish divergence patterns that kind of come in, wait for the pullback to end of trend. When they happen simultaneously like this, there we go. We've got ourselves a change in trend on the upside, kind of starting there. So that's kind of good. Then we go into exhaustion buying on the upside. The first bearish divergence here comes in, pull back to end of trend. So at that point there, starting to look for a change in trend. So you're waiting for that bullish and bearish divergence signal to play out to end of trend if we need that. If it's just happened at a support level, then maybe not. So we kind of come back to test, and then we come down. Exhaustion selling on the downside, bullish divergence kind of comes in here, and we hold. And so at that point there, we're not running to a pullback to end of trend level. We kind of overshot the support level here. You might wait for the second cyclical turn after that kind of point or so on, but around there you ought to be looking for a kind of a change in trend if that holds. And then at the end of the day, another exhaustion buying signal, bearish divergence signal at an overshoot level at support level, and there we go, another kind of trend direction change on the way down. Normally don't get, it wasn't trend direction change, it's just kind of small flips kind of either way, and normally it kind of works that the trend kind of goes a little bit further, but it was interesting that it was actually working out even on this low range day that we could see those kind of changes in trends to identify that chop. And it shows you those two patterns kind of working in 2 different ways. When you see them with pullback to end of trend where we've made a significant break and you're seeing that exhaustion selling, wait for the pullback to end of trend sequence to go off. Same thing here, when we've had a significant break, wait to the pullback to end of trend here. But these two are different. They happen at those support levels, and when you go to the 4,500 tip bar chart, go back a level, again that's happening, a significant support level here, significant support level here. So just a point on using that. That's my kind of little secret trend direction way of determining trend. And then just rule of thumb, you're not going to get more than 2 big trend moves a day. So not that today I would count as really trend moves. We were just kind of consolidating within that 8-point range. I doubt I'll tackle on my day trades, nothing interesting there, but I did record a video a couple of days ago on my internet connection speed, because I've got a new service hooked up, and so I'll tag that on, so there'll be 2 videos today. So hope you traded well today, looking forward to tomorrow.